Good morning to all the viewers of Valenzuela Live, especially to our dear grade 8 learners. I am Sir Marvin M. Benitez from Disciplina Village, Vignay National High School, and I will be your health teacher today. Before we formally start our lesson, let's have first our virtual classroom rules. Just a reminder, we will be utilizing the reaction buttons found in the comment section. If you know the answer or you have a questions, feel free to chat them in the comment sections. There are teachers, moderators that will see and filter your comments. Now, let's proceed to the most essential learning competencies so that we are guided in our class discussion today. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to discuss strategies in the prevention and control of cigarette smoking and drinking alcoholic beverages. Apply resistance skills in situations related to cigarette and alcohol use. Follows policies and laws in the family, school, community related to cigarette and alcohol use. Suggest healthy alternative to cigarette and alcohol to promote healthy lifestyle for self, family, and community. On our last topic, in health, you have learned about the negative health impacts of drinking alcohol. At this point, let's have an activity entitled Recall and React. All you need to do is to tap the emoji reactions that corresponds to each question. You will be given 5 seconds to think and place your answer in our comment sections. Grade 8 learners, are you ready? Let's get started. Number 1, which organ in our body metabolizes alcohol? Brain, liver, or heart? Your 5 seconds starts now. Great job, learners. The correct answer is liver. Number 2, what addictive substances is found in tobacco products? Nicotine, tobacco, and cannabis. Your 5 seconds starts now. Awesome. Grade 8 learners, the correct answer is nicotine. Number 3, what colorless and bitter tasting substance is found in alcoholic beverages? Alcohol, ethyl, and methyl. Your 5 seconds starts now. Superb! Grade 8 learners, the correct answer is alcohol. Number 4, which of the following endangers one's health and fitness? Choosing a favorite hobby, being friends with smokers, exercise daily at least 30 minutes. Your 5 seconds starts now. If your answer is heart emoji, you got it right. Number 5. Which of the following signs of alcohol poisoning is life threatening, confusing, hypothermia, and nausea. Your 5 seconds starts now. Amazing grade 8 learners. The correct answer is nausea. May I remind everyone that this lesson needs strong parental guidance. It contains words or phrases that may not be suitable for young audiences, and parental guidance is highly recommended. Embrace yourself for another interesting lesson about prevention and control of gateway drugs, particularly the cigarette and alcohol. Today, we are going to explore about peer resistance skills, policies, and laws in prevention and control of smoking and drinking, healthy alternatives to cigarette and alcohol to promote a healthy lifestyle. Let's start by defining what is gateway drugs. Gateway drugs are substances that are legal and readily available in the market. These drugs may lead users to use more dangerous drugs such as marijuana and shabu. In the Philippines, the two common gateway drugs are cigarette and alcohol. What are the healthiest strategies in the prevention and control of cigarette smoking and drinking alcohol? Have you ever tried looking for positive ways to solve a problem to arrive at a healthy option in life? If your answer is yes, then you have tried using healthy strategies in life. Healthy strategies are a set of activities and mental processes carefully planned and executed to achieve a healthy goal. Healthy strategies are useful in helping oneself and others prevent and control smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol. One of the biggest reasons why teens fall into peer pressure is because they want to be part of the group or avoid losing the group. They may not do things except challenges like smoking a few puffs of cigarette or drinking a small glass of alcoholic drinks. For long exposure, our acceptance of peer pressure will make it difficult for a person to get out of a habit. But there are ways to resist temptation for peers and friends. These healthy strategies are preventing peer pressure, also known as peer resistance skills. First, identify the right choice. May be hard, but learning how to make right choices will keep you on the right track. How do you end up choosing the right choice? First, ask yourself the questions. In this case, is smoking and drinking a good for your health? Next, list down possible answer for the question. Try to go over your choices several times, canceling those that are negative. From among the good choices, choose the best that will benefit you in the end. Think about what is moral and ethical for you. Doing so, you will help to stay on the right path and achieve your goal and dreams. Second, value yourself. Valuing means you have the good self-esteem or self-worth. It also means that you care so much for your life and that you will never think or do something which will harm your body and soul. The skill of valuing goes hand in hand with identifying the right choice. You cannot make good choice if you do not value yourself, for it is in valuing that deserve to live a good life. Third, assess yourself. Assertive means that your views, opinions, and action are recognized. Assertiveness is different from aggressiveness, as the latter implies hostility and angry disposition. Assertiveness applied to resisting smoking and drinking, like saying no in polite manner, and yet stressing that you are ready to do what to try it. Assertive behavior includes standing straight, making eye contact, and stating your position in a clear manner, and making no excuses for the given concern or issue. Additional resistance skills is string no, walk away or leave the situations, make an exclusive as to why you cannot participate. Use a moral value to say no and suggest an alternative to the negative behavior. We also have examples of resistance skill, such as say no in a firm voice, give reason for saying no, be certain, your behavior matches your word, avoid situation which there will be pressure to make harmful decisions, resist pressure to do something illegal, and influence others to make responsible decisions. What are the different policies and laws in the prevention and control of smoking and drinking? There are several laws and policies passed to prevent to control smoking of cigarette and drinking of alcoholic beverages. First on the list is the Republic Act number 9211, also known as the Tobacco Regulations Act of 2003. It is an act which regulates the packing, use, sales, distributions, and advertisement of tobacco products and for other purposes. Section 2 of the law states that it is the policy of the state to promote the populace from hazardous products and promote the right to health and instill health consciousness among them. It is also the policy of the state, consistent with the constitutional idea, to promote the general welfare, to safeguard the interests of the workers and other stakeholders in tobacco industry. This law also pushes the following agenda. First, it promotes the healthful environment. Second, it informs the public of the health risks associated with cigarette smoking and tobacco use. Third, regulate the subsequently ban on tobacco advertisement and sponsorship. Fourth, regulate the labeling of tobacco products. Fifth, protect the youth from being initiated to cigarette smoking and tobacco use by prohibiting the sales of tobacco products in minor. Assist and encourage Filipino tobacco farmers to cultivate alternative agricultural crops to prevent economic dislocations. And lastly, create an interagency committee on tobacco to oversee the implementation of provision of this. We also have Republic Act number 9211, Section 5 for the smoking ban in public places, centers for youth activities such as play school, preparatory school, elementary, high school, college, and university, youth hostels and recreational facilities for persons under 18 years old, elevators and stairways, location in which fire hazards are presenting, including gas stations and storage area for flammable liquids, gas, explosive, or combustible materials. Building a premises of public and private hospitals, medicals, dentals, and optical clinics, health centers, nursing home, dispensaries, and laboratories. Public conveyances and public facilities, including airport and ship terminals and train and bus stations, restaurants and conference halls, except for the separate smoking area. Republic Act number 9211, Section 9 of the minimum age sales. Under this act, it shall be unlawful for any retailer of tobacco products to sell or distribute tobacco products to any minor person below 18 years old. Any person to purchase cigarette or tobacco products from minor, for a minor to sell a cigarette product, and for a minor to smoke cigarette or any other tobacco products. It shall not be a defense for the person selling, or distributing that he or she did not know or what was not aware of the real ages of the minor. Neither shall it be a defense that he or she did not know nor had any reason to believe that the cigarette or any products was for the consumption of the minor to whom it was sold. Republic Act Number 9211, Section 10, Sale of Tobacco Products Within School Premises. The sale or distribution of tobacco products is prohibited within 100 meters from any point of perimeter of the school or other facilities frequented particular by minors. Republic Act Number 8749, also known as Clean Air Act of 1999, states that smoking inside public building or an enclosed public place, including public vehicle and other means of transportation, or in any closed area outside or one's private residence, private place of work, or any duly designated smoking area is hereby prohibited under the act implemented by the local government units. Next is the Republic Act Number 10586, also known as the Anti-Drunk and Drug Driving Act of 2013. This act penalizes people who drive vehicle under the influence of alcohol, dangerous or prohibited drugs, and similar substances. Section 8 of the Act penalizes who refuse to undergo mandatory field sobriety and drug tests. The sanction can be confiscation and revocation of his or her driver's license, in addition to other penalties provided by the law. Section 12 of the law penalizes drug and drunk drivers with fine ranging from 20,000 to 500,000 pesos and confiscating, suspension, revocation of his or her driver's license. We also have DepEd Order Number 30, Series of 2018, Preventive Drug Education Program, also known as PDEP, Policy for Curriculum and Instruction. This support the National Drug Education Program and Republic Act Number 9165, also known as Comprehensive Drug Acts of 2002. This aims to include in the curriculum and instruction drug abuse, prevention, and control topics and life skills to help learners and the youth in particular. The Preventive Drug Education Program policies aims to strengthen the implementation of the Preventive Drug Education Program in school and community learning center through curriculum integrations across all learning areas. Provide capability of DepEd personnel in the implementation of the PDEP, ensures DepEd service are available and accessible to all learners, teaching, and non-teaching personnel. Create strong partnership with various stakeholders in promoting the PDEP, encourage PDEP research for evidence-based decision-making and formulations, establish a strategic and systematic monitoring, evaluations, and feedback mechanism to ensure continuity of the program and ensure allocation of funds for program sustainability. We also have DepEd Order Number 48, Series of 2016, Policy and Guidelines on Comprehensive Tobacco Control. DepEd Order Number 48, Series of 2016 was created for the effective implementation of cohesive and comprehensive tobacco control program and promote a healthy environment in and around school and DepEd offices. This policy aims to educate and inform all learners, teaching and non-teaching staff, the hazard of tobacco use and exposure to second-hand smoke, adverse socio-economic and environment consequences of tobacco product and consumption, and make an effective intervention services available and accessible to all learners, teachers, and non-teaching personnel in need of such service. Facilitate enforcement of tobacco control policies and in school and offices such as absolute smoking bans, accessible restrictions, ban on sponsorship, including so-called corporate, responsibility of tobacco industry and outdoor advertisement, the ban on promotion items for minors and sampling restrictions, as well as promoting against tobacco industry interference and ensure strict implementation of policy on promoting against tobacco industry interference in Department of Education and its offices and schools. What are the healthy alternatives to cigarette and alcohol to promote a healthy lifestyle? There are a lot of healthy alternative way we can do to prevent cigarette smoking and drinking alcohol. All you need to do is to open your mind and set your creativity of performance skills in their proper places. The following generally discusses are the various healthy alternatives to prevent smoking and drinking. It is important that you try more than 3 activities, experience varied skills, learning different information, and make new friends. First on the list, choose a hobby you will enjoy. Picking up a hobby will help you use your time in a positive way. Picking an activity that you think you will like and time doing it, hobby can range from reading favorite books, collecting stuffs, crafting woodworks, drawing, painting, and other activities you will enjoy. Some of these hobbies can even turn into small business you can earn with. Second, sign up for favorite sports. Playing your favorite sports does not only help you turn away from drugs, but it can also make you healthy and fit. It develops your fitness level and improves overall wellness. Third, exercise daily. A 30-minute to 60-minute exercise a day is beneficial for your body and mind. Studies have shown that people who exercise every day have less chances of developing craving for cigarette and alcohol. You can do this any time of the day. A good advice when exercising is to invite a family members or a friend to join you. Drinking plenty of fluids. Drink at least 10 glasses of water a day, which equals to 2 liters of water. If you prefer something else, choose fresh juices instead of concentrated powdered juices. Enlist an advocacy group. Try joining advocacy group in your community or school. Example of advocacy are environmental, health and wellness, animal protection, vegetable gardening, leadership training, or essential skills training like first aid training. Participate in an environmentally healthy projects. Your community and school may have some interesting projects and programs regarding helping the environment. Some healthy environment projects are clean and green, urban vegetable farming, botanical gardening, tree planting, and coastal cleanup drive. Choose friends wisely. There is a saying that goes, tell me who your friends are, and I will tell who you are. If your group of friends are non-smokers and non-alcoholic drinkers, then your chances are you will never learn to smoke and drink. It is significant that you choose your friends well. A person with few good friends is better than a person with a lot of friends who influence you negatively. Hang out in smoke-free drinks. If you are visiting public places, hang out with your friends in smoke-free zones. If the sign says it is smoke-free and there are people smoking, Do not hesitate to tell the management. It is your right, after all, to be breathing clean air. Choose alcoholic-free drinks. Partying and staying in a restaurant is hard to resist as they serve food and ambience is cozy. One rule to remember, though, choose non-alcoholic beverages. If you are being offered cocktails, assertively say no, thanks, as cocktails are mixed well with alcohol. Make reminders at home and work while you choose to be drug-free. It is a good idea to remind yourself of the bad things smoking and drinking brings to one's health and family. Remember, learners, smoking cigarette and drinking alcohol are not just addictive vices. They are also affect your health negatively. That is why you should keep yourself from getting a taste of them. For your activity, research on the provision of Republic Act number 8749, also known as the Clean Air Act of 2009. Write an essay that relates to cigarette smoking and submit it to your Mapeh teacher. Here are the rubrics that you need to be followed in making your essay. To sum up our lesson for today regarding the prevention and control of smoking and drinking alcohol, we have healthy strategies in the prevention and control of cigarette smoking and drinking alcohol, such as identifying right choice, value yourself, and assert yourself. We also have policies and laws in prevention and control of smoking and drinking. These are Republic Act number 9211, Tobacco Regulations Act of 2003, Republic Act number 10586, Anti-Drunk and Drug Driving Act of 2013, DepEd Order number 30, Series of 2018, Preventive Drug Education Program, Policy for Curriculum and Instruction, DepEd Order number 48, Series of 2016, Policy and Guidelines on Comprehensive Tobacco Control. We also learned the healthy alternatives to cigarette and alcohol to promote a healthy lifestyle. It's time for your assessment. Get your pen and paper, direction, true or false. Read the statement or questions carefully. Check your own paper. You have 5 seconds to answer each question. Learners, are you ready? Let's get started. Number 1, smoking is an environmental concern and issue. True or false? Your 5 seconds starts now. The correct answer is false. Number 2, alcohol drinking along streets and alleys are not acceptable. True or false? Your 5 seconds starts now. The correct answer is true. Number 3, exercise and joining sports can help turn your attention away from drugs. True or false? Your 5 seconds starts now. The correct answer is true. Question number 4. Being with drinkers has less chances that you will become a drinker yourself. True or false? Your 5 seconds starts now. The correct answer is false. Question number 5. Driving under the influence of alcohol violates Republic Act number 10586. Your 5 seconds starts now. The correct answer is true. Great job, grade 8 learners! I hope that our lesson today gave you an enlightenment on how you are going to prevent and control cigarette smoking and drinking alcohol. To end up our class for today, let me remind you with this quote: avoid using cigarette, alcohol, and drugs as alternative to being an interesting person. Once again, this is Marvin M. Benitez, your live stream teacher of Disciplina Village, Bignay National High School, saying, dito sa Valenzuela City, anuman ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon. Goodbye, learners!